so I'm going to get you started on this. This is question 16, and you should have clicked the lesson 5.1.2 resource page, and when you do, this will come up. All right, so here's what I need to do. Using these diagrams, I need to fill in this part of the information. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. I've got 100%, and whatever I'm buying, 100% of the price is going to be $30. All right. So let's do the bottom first. So how many pieces is broken up into? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So I know that every chunk is worth 10. So we can fill in some of these missing pieces. You see that are there? So I know that this bubble or this chunk is going to be 20%. And then the rest of this, there's 8 chunks. So that means that that is going to be 80%. All right. And then remember, these are broken up into 10 equal pieces. So let's see what every chunk is worth money-wise. So I'm going to take my $30 and I broke it up into 10 equal pieces. 30 divided by 10 is going to be 3. So I know that every one of these chunks is going to be worth $3. You don't need to write this down. I'm just going to put it here for visual. So there's 3. Every chunk is worth 3. All right. So the key to starting this out is finding out how many chunks our line is broken up into. And it's 10. So I divided this by 10. Tells me every chunk is worth 10%. I divided this by 10. Tells me that every chunk is worth 3. All right. So I guess we could fill in these numbers here. So let's see. This is going to be this 3 and that 3. So that's going to cost $6. My dollars. And that means the rest of this must be $24. All right. So remember that everything needs to add up to 30. So 24 plus 6, yep, gives me 30. All right. So let's see if we can fill this out. So 20% of 30 is, so here's my 20%. So what is 20% of 30? Well, that's this money that goes along with it. That's this piece right here. So that's going to be $6. All right. So there's that. What percent of 30 is 24? Well, here's my 24. And what percent goes with that? Well, that's this piece down here. So that would be 80. All right. Now it goes on to say 10% of 30 is what? Well, if 20% is 30, then half of this would be 10, and half of that would be 3 then. And also remember, every chunk was worth 10%. So 10% is going to be that $3. All right. So there's our first one. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense. Let me clear that off before we go to our next one. So clear it. Now the next one, a little different. So we have this. So this is worth 100%, and this is broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. All right, so 100% broken up into 4 pieces makes every chunk is going to be worth 25. So that chunk's 25, that chunk is 25, that chunk is 25, and that chunk is 25. All right, so that gives me my 100, doesn't it? So this piece right here is going to be 25, 25, and 25, which is 75. And then this one little chunk right here is going to be then 25. I'm going to erase these to get it out of here. All right, so every chunk down below was worth 25, so I've got that filled out. All right, so now we've got this thing going on up here. So let's see, remember this is broken up into 4 chunks. So we need to find out what these pieces are worth. How can we do that? Well, I know that this is worth 18. So from here to here is 18. And it's broken up into 3 pieces. So that means that every piece must be worth 6. And remember, when we do this, all the chunks are equal. So that means that that chunk is 6 also. Take this off so you can see that a little better. So that means that 6, 6, and 6 gives me that 18. Here I only have one chunk, so that number there has to be 6. All right, get these out of here. Oh, we need 100% of whatever of this price, don't we? Well, if this is 18 and this is 6, then altogether everything has to be 24, would be 100% of it. All right, so we got that filled out. So let's see, blank percent of blank is 18. Well, here's my 18, and this is 75%. So 75% of all of it, so 75% of 24 is 18. All right, so 75% of the whole price is going to be 18, and it should be less because it's only 75%. Yep, it is. All right, 50% of blank is blank. So 50%, well, let's see, 50% then, if we're thinking about this, would be 2 of these. So that's 50% of the whole thing should be 12 of them. So let's see. So we had 2 pieces for 50%. Remember, every piece is worth 6. So 2 of them would be 12. Oh, that makes sense. Half of 24 is 12. All right. So now I need to come up with, I guess, an own statement. I just got to come up with a statement on my own. Let's see. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do actually this chunk right here. So I want to do 25% of the whole price. So 25% of 24. So 25% of the whole price is going to be this, the $6. Okay. Let's see. I need to come up with 2 more, huh? Well, I already got 75% is that. 50% I got. How about we do this? What if I do 100%? So I can just come up with my own now. So let's say that 100%. So if I do all of this, so 100% of 24 would be all of this. So 18 plus 6 would be 24. All right, I need one other one. Boy, I don't know. Have I used everything up already? I think I have. So I did 50, I did 75, I did 100, I did 25. What haven't I done? 25, 50, 75, and 100. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, this does go with it. How about we do this? So every chunk is 25%, and every chunk is worth $6. So what if we just split it in half? So half of 25 would be 12.5%. So it's almost, I'm cutting this in half. So that'd be 12.5%, and half of 6 would be 3 then. There's my last one, I guess. All right, so that kind of helps that one out. All right, get through here. Let's erase this. Oh, I can do this. All right, so on these next 2, I want to just kind of fill these out, and then I'm going to let you come up with your statements. So let's see what we got going on here. So we've got 100% again. This time we're broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chunks. So that tells me that every chunk is worth then 20%, because 100 divided by 5 is 20. So that's 20, that's 20, that's 20, that's 20, and this is 20. All right. So this is going to be worth 20, 20, and 20, which will be 60. And this chunk is going to be 20 and 20, which is 40. All right. And then let's figure out the top stuff. And let's change colors, make it blue. So I've got 24, and this is 24 split up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So let's see. 24 split up into 5 equal pieces is 4. That's 20. I get a 4, decimal 0, put my decimal for my answer. 5 goes into 40, 8 times. So every one of these chunks is going to be worth 4.8. All right, because that will get me to 24. So I took my 24 and I split up into 5 pieces. So every chunk is going to be worth 4.8. I'm not going to do this for every one. Well, maybe I will. 4.8. And this chunk is going to be $4.80 because that's 4.8. And this one is going to be $4.80. All right. So we want to know what this is worth. Well, this is 3 of them. So we've got 480 times 3. Remember, that's an 8. So that's 0. That's 24. Carry a 2. That's 12, 13, 14. I have 2 decimal places. So this is going to be worth 1440. All right. And this one right here is only worth 2 chunks. So 480 and 480 is going to be, those would be zeros. Those would be a 16, carry a 1. 4 and 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. So $9.60. So remember, when I add these up, I should get 24. Well, 40 cents and 60 cents will be $1. $14 and $9 is $23, plus the 1 from my change gives me 24. Good. All right. So this is everything is set up. I'm going to erase these just so it looks a little bit cleaner for you. And now your job is to go through and you have to come up with statements based on this, like we did with these other ones, finding a percent. So I could say like this. I could take, remember, every one of these was worth 20%. So I could make a statement like this. 20% of the whole thing, which is 24. So this is 20%, and that's worth 1 chunk. Remember, 1 chunk was $4.80. So I could say it's worth $4.80. All right, and you have to come up with just 3 more statements. The last one, I'm just going to get you started and then turn you loose on it. So this is 100, and this has a whole bunch of pieces. Uh-oh, what do we got broken up into? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 chunks. All right, so I broke this up into 20 pieces. So this represents 1 chunk right here. So let's see. If this is broken up into 20 pieces, every chunk is going to be 5%, because 20 times 5 is my 100. And this 6650 is broken up into 20 pieces. So what you're going to need to do then is take your 6650. You're going to take your whole thing right here, which is 6650, and you're going to need to divide that by 20, because this whole thing is split up in 20 equal pieces. And then that'll be this little chunk. And then you got to come up with some statements from there. So hopefully that helps a little bit.